Hello everyone, it's me Matrix, aka BenKing48, and welcome to another battle analysis. So, this match number 4, was against Athro, aka coach of the Mommy Mawiles, and I will have to say it was a really good match. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna put it on slow so I can talk about this here. So, play. So first I sent out Klefki, and he sent out his Fortress. This is really slow. Okay, normal. He switches out into Melodic. I go for a substitute because I already knew Melodic gets scald. So I go for setting up spikes. He scalds. I take a little bit of damage. It doesn't make my sub go down, but he switches in from Sakura into Mesprit, and I go for a light screen to get that up. I go for another spikes. Ignore the language used over on the side there. So he side shocks and knocks out my sub. I switch into Greninja, predicting this ice shock again, which was pretty good. And then I go for a U-turn because I didn't know how much it would have done. So I go into Steel City, and he knocks out about 20 of my HP. He switches into Fortress. I Mega Evolve. I didn't know if he was going to switch or not, so I went for the Heavy Slam. It did very little, but it still did a decent amount. So I switch out of Steel City into Sacred. He goes for a Rapid Spin. He gets rid of the Spikes, which is okay. Well, not really, but it's okay for right now. He switches into Sakura. I go for Sacred Fire. Give him the burn, which actually helps later on. So I switch from Entei into JPP, the Venusaur here. He scalds me. Doesn't get the burn, which is very fine with me. I go for the Giga Drain. Get some health off of it. He goes for the Ice Beam, thinking it could kill me. Unfortunately, though, for him, it didn't. I go for another Giga Drain. I get up to 83 health. And, yeah. So he sends out Mew next. He Calm Minds. I go for a knockoff, which actually does quite a bit. It does 56%, which I'm proud of. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Miss. I go for another knockoff. I thought it could kill, but it barely lives. He switches from Mew into Malamar. I go for another knockoff. I get the leftovers off, which will be a huge key. Next, I send in Steel City because I calced it, and Superpower does only 20%. He went for a Psycho Cut. Then he switches into Fortress. I go for another Heavy Slam, which whittles me down even more, which I do not appreciate too much. Now I switch into Entei. Well, he's got this Fortress out. He goes for Stealth Rocks. I go for Sacred Fire. It kills. I could have had a Rapid Spinner on my team this week, but I decided not to, or this match. He Mega Evolves. I go for the Sacred Fire, hoping to burn the first time, but it doesn't. He goes for a Cotton Guard, which is really annoying. I go for a Sacred Fire again, burn him this time, and he goes for the Earthquake. The burn helps a little bit. It weakens the damage. So I go for a Stone Edge because it was saying that was my strongest move. So after it does very little, he does another Earthquake. I go for an E-Speed, and then he goes for a Roost, which is quite annoying in its own term. I go for a Flare Blitz. After a Flare Blitz, he goes for a Cotton Guard. He's got that full defense going, which is really annoying. I go for another Stone Edge. It does very, very little. He goes for the Roost. He's hurt by burn again. I switch into Crest, and he goes for another Roost, so he gets health back up. I Moonblast. It takes him down a lot. He goes for the Return, thinking it could knock me out. Unfortunately not. He gets hurt by the burn again, and luckily Moonblast, well, almost kills, but with the burn it will knock it out for sure. So with that, Mega Altaria is gone, so that's a good thing for my team. He sends in the Mesprit. I Toxic it, which will help so much. He goes for the Shadow Ball. It knocks me down a little bit. I figured at this point, might as well just sack off Cress. It's a big risk, but at least I got a Toxic off on him. So, Cresselia goes down. I go into, I believe, Greninja. Yeah. I go in Greninja. I Dark Pulse. It knocks him down. So, after that, he switches into Malamar. I switch into JPP. He goes for Superpower. It does 29% on me, which is very surprising. He raises his attack. I go for the Giga Drain. He goes for a Psycho Cut. Kills Venusaur. I switch in Greninja. I go for the U-turn, which kills it. Then after that, I just switch into my Klefki. I wanted a kill for Klefki because Klefki hasn't gotten a kill yet. And with that, I play rough. He tries to go for the Will-O-Wisp, try to whittle me down, but unfortunately, play rough, it misses, and play rough kills the Mew. And with that, that is all for this battle. GG to Athro. He did really well. There were a couple plays. Actually, I didn't see any plays that were wrong. He probably just messed up with team prep. But besides that, it was a really good battle. I really appreciate it. GG Athro. GG so much. I don't know when the next match is. So we're 1-3, guys. So GG, GG, GG. Besides that, guys, this is going to be it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. It's really appreciated. And with that, tell your friends about me. And yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Deuces!